Hi there, in this video I would like to show you some tricks for iMovie 10. If you have updated like me, you will have realized that some of your power have gone missing. In this video I'll show you how to get a little bit of it back. So let's get to it. Okay, I already have iMovie open along with the project. This is an old project that I did a couple of years ago with a tourist video for my work. And it's gonna need a few changes, so let's get cracking on that. Now, first I want to change a few of my project's settings. Normally I would do this when I create my project, but I don't get these settings anymore. To gain access to the project settings, I need to open up the window menu and then choose Movie Settings. Now, I must excuse up front here, my system is Danish, so I'll translate as good as I can. I've never used it on English, so I don't know all the terms, but luckily there will be shortcuts for most of what we do. The shortcut for this will be Command J, so look for that in the window menu. There we go. Then just a little line appears over here in my viewer, and I can see some information about my project. It is 56 seconds long, and I'm editing in 1080p. How I can change that I have not found out yet, but if you should find out, feel free to contact me about that one. And then we have the settings button over here with some of the settings that we were used to having. Alright, here we have some settings for photos when we add them. Zoom is basically just activating the Ken Burns effect as a default, and we can change it here. We also can choose a different theme if the first theme we chose wasn't what we wanted or want to add one. And then of course we have the default clip duration if you choose something from your clip bin and add it into your timeline. Mine is set for 4 seconds, and I really miss that I could change this one since I often use this when I create projects. And then here the default duration of transitions. That's also really great that it's here. Alright, so let's get into some editing. I would like to add some voiceover to my video. I have a clip here of a forest that would be perfect for a little voiceover. Good. I'll start by placing the playhead at the beginning of the clip, so I'm sure that's where I add my voiceover. However, I miss my voiceover button. Now to gain access to this, I hit the window menu and then I choose record comments, or the shortcut for this is V. There we go. 3 buttons appear over here. Now the button to the right is some commentary settings where I can change the settings for how I want to record. Volume, what kind of microphone if I have more than one, and if I want to have my project without audio when I record. The button in the middle here, the button of the microphone, that is how I start my recording. So let's just do a short recording here. This is a park in the center of the city. There we go, and now I have my voiceover. Let's just try to listen to it. This is a park in the center of the city. Notice that it ducks the audio automatically. We can just adjust this. There we go. That's actually also very nice. This is a bit of a cue from Final Cut Pro, definitely. Just click and drag by the end of a clip and the beginning of a clip, and you can adjust the length of it and cut away things. That was a little bonus, by the way. Alright, so now we've done our voiceover, so let's close that. Okay, but this time it lowered the volume for us automatically. Let's say you want this to not happen automatically. Let's say that I want to add some other audio to this picture, and I want the music here, I want that to be removed. I can click and drag, or no I can't, that would just move the clip. You've probably discovered that. If I want to change just a short snippet of the audio, I have to click and hold on the audio clip, and after a few seconds I'll get the selector that I'm used to from the old version of iMovie. And just drag to select, and now I have a piece of the audio selected, and I can lower the volume. There we go. And we have the handles out here to the right so that I can adjust the fade in and the fade out, and let's just do that so it won't be so brutal. There we go. And now we can listen to this. There we go. It's a little harsh, but it's okay for this demonstration. We can just drag these handles out longer to make it longer. We were talking a little bit about Ken Burns before. I have an image here where I actually do use the Ken Burns effect. If I want to adjust the way that this effect plays out, I have to click the adjust button up here. And by the way, I have first clicked on the video and then on the adjust button. Just click a new clip and you will have the adjustment settings for that one, by the way. The cropping symbol here will give you access to these settings. When I click it, I can change it to a different type if I want, but convergence is fine here, and just as you would expect, I can just change where I want it to start and where I want it to end, just like I'm used to. And I hit the button out here to approve, and it'll save it. And I can just play it back and approve, and it's just fine. Alright, while we are here, we can actually take this clip right here, because I've made another improvement up front here. Notice that this is actually playing back pretty smooth. This is recorded with my iPhone, by the way. Now, if we click this little button here, I've already stabilized this. Let's just try to remove that stabilization, and you can see that it actually... Video stabilization does work. When you activate it first, it'll just take a few seconds for it to find out how to stabilize it. It'll take a few seconds, depending on what kind of video you're working with. Alright, and finally we have a final tool here. Now, when you select video, you'll sometimes get some video that you do not want. Now, if I scroll back in the beginning of this video, you can see that there is some people to the right over there when I enter this clip. I do not want that. I want that gone. And usually getting to that before, there was just a little gear down here that I could click and I could gain access to my video snipping tool. No more. Now it's different. So this time we'll just go up here because I just forgot where it was. And there we go. In the window menu. And here I see that you cannot use my shortcut because unless you have a Danish system, you won't have this button here. That's called O. That's pretty much only in Scandinavia that exists. But anyway, it is right here in the window menu. We'll just click that. And then we gain access to the snippet tools. We can change it. I want this to start a little bit later, so we'll just drag this to start, whoops, the other way. There we go. A little bit later. And just play it back to see that that's what I want. And sure enough, that's what I want. So we just close it here. There we go. And it saves my setting, and I can just play it back. This is a park in the center of the city. And there's no longer any people over to the right that ruins my video. Anyway, that was the tips and tricks that I wanted to show you. Thank you for watching.